Hey everybody. So I just wanted to come and talk a little bit about preparing our car for our PCS. I know this looks a little weird right now because I'm on my phone and not my computer. And that's because I want to be able to show you what we're doing behind me here in a minute. Um, so if you're like many families, you have the same car from PCS to PCS. When you go to pack the stuff in your car that you're taking with you, you generally know the layout. You know what can fit in there. You know how things have to be packed to get the most use of the space that you have. But if you're like my family who has gotten a new car between our last PCS and this PCS, the space that we have available is a little bit different than what we have had previously. And so with that comes the new task of figuring out what goes in the car, what cannot fit in the car, what do we put in there, how do we pack it, all of that good stuff. So right here behind me, you can see we're using this wall. And if you see, I've got green tape. I've got green tape all over the floor as well. So what I did earlier is I went out to our car and I measured our car, the trunk space and the space that we're going to have available to pack things in our car. And as you can see, I've got my little diagram here where I went out there and measured stuff. And now I've got green tape, like painter's tape, so it doesn't mess up anything. I came into the house, used a wall, measured stuff out to be able to recreate that space kind of deal. And so now all the stuff that is going into my car, you can see here, we're starting to put into this. So the green tape is how high I can pack things. The tape on the floor is the space that I have, the trunk space I have. We've got cutouts for where the seats are. But it goes to help you be able to figure out what can go into your car before you are packing it. And it helps you be able to figure out how does stuff need to go into your car as well before you're out there shuffling bags around, packing half the stuff, having to unpack it, fit something else in. And so this is just a way to kind of help make that easy. It also goes a long way to be able to see, like, yes, we can take this extra stuff with you versus no, we can not fit that into the vehicle. So our family will have two vehicles. We've got my husband's truck. We had that last PCS. We know what fits in there. We know how everything gets packed in there, but my car is a different car. So it's a different type of trunk space that we're utilizing this PCS. So this is just a way for me to start, as we pack things that normally go into the car with us, to start putting them here to see, do we really have the space for it? It's really easy. It's simple to do. You just need a tape measure to measure the space. You need some painter's tape, or you could use any type of tape, but I like a painter's tape. I think this is actually called Frogger's tape or something, but that way it doesn't damage the walls or the flooring or anything like that. And then, like I said, I just took a note card and a pen, went out there, measured, wrote stuff down, came back in the house, measured again, and then just started putting all of our stuff in there. So I'm starting with the stuff that we normally take with us, prioritizing that first, our valuable things that we need, like my air fryer will go into this pile here. Our what do you call that stuff? Air mattresses, linens, are those types of things for when we have to house camp, because we usually have a day or two that we do house camp. So all of that stuff will go here. So we'll start with the stuff that we have to take with us, and then if we've got extra room, we might see what else we want to take with us or fill in that space to utilize that and get the most out of doing our partial PPM. So reminder, if you are packing stuff in your car, set up a second shipment on DPS as a partial PPM. This way you can go weigh your cars, weigh them empty, weigh them full, turn in those weight tickets, and you can get paid for that little bit of weight that you move with you. Now keep in mind, if that weight that you have in your car means that you go over your weight with what the moving company moves you, you probably will not be paid for it. But if it keeps you under your weight, then you should be paid for it. But it's always a good idea. I mean, pack what you can, weigh your cars, turn them in. If you get paid anything for it, it's always a little extra money that you can put towards whatever other expenses that you have as well. So that's the tip for today. We're less than 2 weeks from the movers coming to pack my house. And so it's, prime season here of getting stuff ready and together. Reminder, tomorrow we've got a webcast coming at our normal time at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern. We're going to be talking about EFMP stuff and PCSing with that and what you need to know. And then next week, we're going to go into all of my pre-packing stuff and how I prep for a PCS. That way you can see what that looks like as well. So again, just showing you how you can figure out what goes into your car today. Until then, we'll see you all next time.